4, 3, 2. Welcome to another exciting episode of Master or Not with our wonderful heroes, Wilda the Water Being,
I'm a puppy.
Spencer the Super Cat,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Dahlia the Living Dead Girl,
I'm just gonna borrow another bus and be on my way.
Transient the Matter Manipulator,
That was a worm.
Rowan the Living Glass,
Dive, dive, dive!
and Jace the Technomancer.
For anyone who claims to have seen the Christmas special, you didn't, and there's a reason it's not on Twitch.
My fuck.
It only happened one time, okay?
Last time on Master or Not, under threat of heavy fire across the Joliet Township, Wilda, Transient, and Dahlia round up all the evacuees in their own way. Wilda, while in wolf form, has been transporting people with an ambulance by her jaw, while Transient restores power to help maintain the first floor power for the hospital. There he met an old acquaintance of his family, Dr. Lee Garrett. Spencer Rowan on the inner side of town had been dealing with defeating the Mole King and quelling the two-headed Mongolian death worm, which proceeded to attempt to escape, only to be distracted by a steel bird. Rowan attempted to use their wealth of knowledge to stop the military assault incoming, but the Mole Men and Worm Army shown to have a different idea. Jace had been waiting in his ride, watching the results of his contact towards the military outpost on the terrorist occupation. Can our heroes escape the incoming aerial assault? And what else awaits at the edge of Hell, Michigan? Find out today. We pick back up as Dahlia, you are currently just got done filling up the second bus in order to make the motion of escape as you felt the rattling occur and you watch as the big worm starts going down into the ground after being convinced by Spencer to abandon the fight. But unfortunately, the green flare that went up is ignored by these growing amounts of steel birds, now visibly showing to be which vehicles again? Do we say A10s? Not A10s. It wouldn't be that many A10s here, right?
Apache helicopters.
Apache helicopters. Yes. Apache helicopters fluttering closer and ever closer. You do remember that that your main goal is to get over to the church as the best way to protect the evacuees. How will you go about it?
Well, like I said in the intro, I think it's time to steal another bus. I think you said there was one more busload of people. I'm gonna take them to church.
All right. So, how
Get the
exactly
song out of my head.
are you gonna
My
be
evil
driving?
plan has succeeded.
I haven't heard that song in a minute, yet it's playing in the back of my mind. Why? Why now?
I'm just chilling like a villain. All right. What do I need to roll?
If you're driving it, if you're driving properly, go ahead and give me a vehicle. If you're going to try to use your shadow stealth to slip in between buildings and get weave through the city, I will also need a not a fortitude, but one second. Where is yours? What gun?
I'm still at Perfect Dahlia, right? But my battery's starting to run low.
Yes. The battery's
Uh,
showing maybe what was it? 15 minutes left now?
Probably. All I remember is you said I had 2 bars, and I imagine I'm down to 1 by now.
Yes.
So Dahlia needs to be sneaky.
Your choice. Your choice of just straight up driving using a vehicle or attempting to duck and weave using your shadow powers, which will be a stealth maneuver.
Well, Dahlia is trying to get the last batch of survivors to the church with her, so she got to take a bus, and that means driving. So,
All right, go ahead and give me your vehicle roll then.
all right, nobody left behind. 20 plus, what's my vehicles? 11. I'm gonna use that Benny. Because that was a 2.
Painful.
I know, and there's a bus full of people counting on me. I rolled another 2, but now it's gonna be a 12, so that will be a 23. I will
That
take
makes
that.
it by 2 degrees. You do manage to zip by around several worms with mole men riding on top of them. And as you duck and weave, the people inside are only jostled, ever so jostled, before you make it catch up alongside a moving just as fast Wilda in her wolf form with another mouthful of ambulance. This one carrying the rest of the people that were in the second floor of the hospital.
Dahlia contemplates for half a second, like honking to say, hey, I'm here too, but decides, probably not the best idea.
Remind me, Transy, were you still over at the hospital
Yep,
dealing with
I have.
one?
Yeah, we hadn't left. I hadn't left the hospital yet, so.
So as you catch up with Wilda and prepare to make it over to the church, we flicker back over to the hospital. Transient, you have just you captured it, right? In another Faraday cage? No.
Mhm. Oh no, that thing was dead. Very, very dead.
No, right. You turned its circulatory system into sodium. I forgot about that. There was a loud consecutive boom.
There was a boom, and then I proceeded to use it to repair the generator.
Right. With the generator repaired, you do go back upstairs, seeing the lights return back to the main floor. Several of the hospital attendees start moving it swiftly in order to catch certain people who are on ventilators, uh, as well as people currently in dialysis to be helped work finish through. You see Dr. Lee Garrett look over as you come back up from the from the stairwell of the primary generator. I heard a loud boom down there. Tell me, was that you?
Well, I certainly took care of the thing that was down there. Managed to repair the generator, as you can tell as well.
No tools. And I can only surmise a possible circle or two, right?
Of sorts. There's not much of
Well,
a mess left down there either, so should be good.
how can we thank you?
Well, you could help me out with the work that you did with my parents.
Right. And it's not too much, but you see him go over and in one of the cabinets that was kind of knocked over, he kind of lifts up, opens it, and digs through before he pulls out a personal file.
Is this everything that they were coming after you for?
A good amount of the basis. In truth, everything else is just the simple works that that your parents have already taught in the first class. This was some of the little tricks I learned in order to take my own path in alchemy. It's not much, and I do apologize, but take it with you. If anything, it's probably better in your hands than whatever they're trying to use it for.
Hopefully I'll be able to decipher enough of this to see what they're trying to do with your research.
As he hands you the paperwork, you see the initial, the new symbol. It definitely is a bit uh, man-made esque, as certain angles of the runes are not in where they would naturally be. Some take more of a extra mathematical positioning, almost like you're looking at kind of like a graph, but with a slight curvature towards the edges. In the very center of this graph, there is a bit of like a circular positioning in the upper right corner, or not corner, upper right middle field. And as you open up the file to look at the first page, the name that shoots out is combination.
Okay.
Most I can tell you is that I've been dabbling with splicing, particularly with genes using the alchemic reaction. I've been able to find certain methods of combinations that seem to work. That includes an arachnoid's DNA being reintroduced into a mammal, but I can't say anything further than that. But if they get a hold of that, I can't tell you what kind of mad science can be done with it. I was just trying to find my own path, but the path I found scares me. Why I took up being a simple doctor here for the next while. Holy shit, what's with all the hashtags already? I look away for 5 minutes.
This is what happens when you leave us unattended.
You're right. This is my fault. I'll get back to the easier story. Oh my god. Just slow it down. Just slow it down. So, but Dr. Garrett does give you the file and asks you to keep it hidden for the short moment after you look to the first page. The hospital does start to take a bit more livelihood as they start hearing things coming up. As you receive a text from Rowan, I believe, would be letting everyone know about the oncoming assault, right?
Correct.
Has the field come down?
Yeah, that was the question.
Yes, the field has come down.
Then yes. Also, Jace, get your ass here now.
Whenever it
Jason,
cuts,
oh, go ahead.
whenever it cuts to me,
No, I'm saying your specific text also had that attached.
no, that's fine. I'm just saying I can do that whenever it cuts to me.
So as you get told this, and as you start realizing that there seems to be a bombardment, you're free to do a perception check if you want to, or you can say what transient would be doing otherwise.
Well, let's run that perception check first. That's a 19. Does he notice where the bombardment's happening?
He can, you can definitely tell that coming from the edge of the eastern section, going towards the center, is a darkening forest green kind of cloud as multiple Apache helicopters are starting to appear in the far distance. You can tell the bombardment is already starting, not only mostly towards the center of town where the mayor's manor was. I stress was, as it has collapsed under the eruption of a giant uh, Mongolian death worm, two-headed, that is now trying to escape at the behest of Spencer. And you can barely tell it's Spencer due to the outline of a cat-like stick figure in the distance.
How are the doctors reacting right now?
Doctors are most of the doctors are focused on dealing with the patients, trying to keep them calm, trying to not let them worry about the ongoing loudness. Several of the doctors are trying to activate the emergency the emergency grates that would drop down in front of the main front doors, the blast doors, in a last-ditch attempt to avoid a majority of the damages that are about to occur should the bomb run not stop where the majority of the fighting is.
Alright, I'm gonna get to the second floor, get to closest window, and I'm going to put effectively turn the outside of the hospital, or at least a 30-foot section of it, into a bright red cross on a white background.
Hmm. All right, go ahead and give me a transmutation for that one.
And that, my friends, is how you make people who are in the military not shoot something.
It's an 18, that's more than enough at this point. I'm literally just painting the outside of this thing.
It was a low DC, so yes, fair. You can almost beat it. So as you prepare the red cross symbol at the top of the crumbling hospital, you you get the self satisfaction that it should be bright enough for any of the oncoming pilots to see. As you look out, you do notice that along with there not being any more force field equipment going on, a lot of certain power is now coming back due to the close vicinity of the power generator that you repaired.
Okay. Quick question, do I see Wilda?
Yeah, she's about, I want to say more than halfway towards the church from where you're at your position in the second floor. And you do happen to see a bus pull up alongside her full of people.
Let's hope that the military doesn't shoot at them.
As we speak of military, Jace, you are currently watching as the growing amount of blasts is starting to become more obvious, especially around where the giant worm had dove back into the ground. What's especially of interest is coming up on your side is an emergency air carrier getting dropping off what seems to be a large metallic bridge to drive over. As coming up from behind you now in a very speedy fashion seems to be a series of what are those large wagons that normally is used to carry evacuees out? Love me, I cannot remember the name off the top of my head.
Armor.
Convoys?
I mean, yes, but that's the term you apply to a series of vehicles. That's not the title of those things. I think
Thank
they
you.
may just be stocks.
They
I
could
don't
be
know what you know the
APCs,
acronym.
but most of their supply trucks. I don't know their exact terminology.
Okay,
Logistics
hold up.
man.
Yes, what are you trying to get at? Give me some context. What are you getting at?
So main truck with those large green canvas covers going back with like 4 or 5 rings to cover it and stretch it
Yeah.
that people can load inside, back and out.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
called an LMTV, a light mobility tactical vehicle.
Okay.
It is essentially a cargo truck that just happens to be able to also hold people.
You see a convoy of LTD. I swear to goodness I can say this. LTD.
Lima, Mike, Tango, Victor. LMTV.
LMTVs. You see a convoy of LMTVs start heading towards your way after the bridge has been dropped down.
If I may, poor Mayor.
Yes.
The Chinooks would get there first.
Those are the big ones that carry people,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, those are the really big helicopters that carry a lot of people. They'd be offloading troops and picking up survivors. They wouldn't even bother
And
sending trucks yet. It's all air forces at this point.
National Guard would probably be on their way, but they're usually about an hour or two behind everybody else.
Birds fly faster than trucks.
oh, beat me up there. All right, so you see at least one aircraft carrier. Not, oh my goodness, one Chinook in the few distance, getting closer to the church. You also see one approaching, carrying a bridge, preparing to drop it off at a certain location. You're still at your Humvee. There's still about 520 feet of gap between you and the actual town. What will you do?
I have no idea who this is addressed at this point.
You
Jace,
did.
you're the one seeing this.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Also, I would like to ask if he can receive a phone call.
I mean, he has been attempting to send multiple phone calls out. He can tell that the force field, the
If the field's down,
EMP
I can
field that is,
receive a phone call.
huh?
If the field's down, I can receive a phone call. It would go directly to my answering machine, which is my brain.
There's a buzzing in right behind your eyeball.
I hold up a finger and press it just behind my eye socket. Yes.
Tell them to designate targets. Get into their freaking computing software and have them not target us or the one big worm. It has been pacified.
Didn't I send out a communication last time explaining that this was an Aquaman situation?
Yes, well, they're all pissed off, and you need to make sure they understand that these are all danger close missions. They do not. They need to target the moles and not the worms.
Understood. And DM, I already had a line through military SATCOM, right?
Yes.
So that means I have a connection I can directly access to military computers.
Per se, yes.
That sounds like you really don't want to lower the difficulty on the check you're going to ask me to make.
By all means, go ahead and extrapolate.
Well, I wanted to use the fact that I'm using SATCOM, which is already a communication system, hooked up to military communication systems, to have the message come up through the military communication systems. Danger close around the giant worm. There are civilians.
Y'all go ahead and give me a technology check, and we'll see how well of a bonus that'll be for your persuasion check.
27.
Well, shit.
Also, you should know I cannot persuasion check. That it's not happening. You know.
Hold
my
up, hold
fucking
up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
This wouldn't
is
be a
2000
persuasion.
Hold on. This is 2002, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
They have Blue Force trackers already, which means you can literally just put a green icon on anything friendly, and it'll pop up on their displays.
Well,
I
then
do
that more than works with the roll you gave. So you were able to zero in on the civilians with green trackers, as well as mark the moment moving inside the visual receptors of every Apache helicopter in your view, in order to avoid having Rowan and Spencer and the giant big worm be hurt or harmed in this firebombing.
Or the wolf, you know.
Or the
Go
wolf,
on.
or the bus with Dahlia.
Stealth bus for the win.
I tag all the friendlies as friendlies, and where the civilians are hiding as danger close buildings, etc., etc. And I just, if possible, I designate all the moles. Just, I like to imagine I don't have an actual screen, but if I had a screen, I would just be tapping the screen all over the place to tap all the moles. I'm playing fucking Minesweeper.
Speed running it. Ace is processing.
So as you manage to start designating friendlies, enemies, the first wave immediately starts sending out their blast. Thankfully, your quick targeting allows them to focus mostly on the red, not instead of the friendlies. Spencer, Rowan, in the first wave, I would like you guys to give me I believe it would be a toughness check if you got a cop within its range.
What's the damage rank on it?
Damage rank for these type of missiles would be a plus. It will be a damage type 7.
I gotta make the check. Give me a moment.
Piercing 5, I would believe.
All right, give me a moment.
As while most of the missiles are going towards them, one of the Apache helicopters gets a wild hair in their firing and does attempt to shoot the retreating large worm, despite it not being on their target radius. It'll open them up for a argument with the heads later, but that's in his storyline.
I'm trying to find my document. Give me a moment.
While I have access to those systems, DM, just real quick, can I tag where that plane crashed in the cornfield or whatever the fuck it crashed in as in need of medical evac?
Yes.
Medical Blackhawks inbound, escorted.
As you radio in, letting them know about the rescue team in being in need, you do hear a reply back that several forces are on their way. Had to include some local civilian ambulances as well. Please be on the lookout.
They'd have to put down one of those like tent bridges that they have.
My word. Despite the heavy despite one of the rockets coming too close and grazing you guys, Spencer, you're still able to like brush it off as you feel it mostly scrape along your like uh fancy shirt that you are wearing. Despite the heat,
I just-
you were able to ignore it. Go ahead.
I just tanked the missile.
Damn it, do you know how hard it is to get him to wear clothes?
Look, that missile right there explodes in his face. The only thing lost is his shirt. Rowan, your toughness?
Hold one. This is my old sheet, I just realized.
It happens.
Well, I need to hunt down this old sheet and delete it. And I don't know where in my files it is. Toughness, toughness, toughness. I have a toughness of 8.
All right, then go ahead and give me a toughness check.
Is this I'm guessing because he tanked the missile and it's going to explode?
Yes, the missile was the missile had gone straight outside of the targeting range and got close to you guys. This is technically hitting you within its radius. It's just with how perfect his toughness was in order to ignore the damage. Uh, Spencer is flavoring as him being in front and tanking the missile head on.
Gotcha. One moment. Looking for where I freaking roll this crap. So do I just add my toughness to the roll?
Yes. And for the sake with how things are going, go ahead and add a +2 circumstance.
Okay. I got a 24.
Somehow positioning yourself right alongside Spencer and a giant piece of the building that had broken off during the eruption. You managed to avoid the shrapnel and concussive blast from the missile that lands close by in front of Spencer.
I imagine Rowan just like becomes absolutely solid for just a second for the concussive wave to go by and just be like, yeah, that would have sucked.
Definitely. As you hear the rest of the area around you start growing in heavy bombardment. Spencer, Rowan, as you look down, you do manage to see uh, the two-headed worm that you had convinced to leave finish escaping. but everywhere around you now is more moment on their Mongolian worms, looking straight up, accepting the rocket fire, and it becomes strange, uh, a strange display of courage, stupidity, and barbecue. What would you guys do with this?
So we're currently looking at what again? Sorry.
You're looking at your surroundings, and you're still in the center of town, close by the Mare Manor that had been broken down. And while the giant Mongolian deathworm had managed to fully submerge itself underneath in its attempt to escape, the rest of the Molmen and Mongolian deathworms that they're riding on are going towards the rockets in a display of courageous stupidity, and then exploding in a variety of barbecue-esque manner.
Okay, so they're being stupid and running towards the missiles.
Yes.
DM, I regret to inform you about one of the things in my sheet that is called, I think it's called interpose. As a reaction, I can move in front of them and take the damage instead.
Hey, why are you helping the mole?
Oh, not the mole. Sorry, I thought it was the worms.
Yes, sir.
But
No.
I technically anticipated you to do that with the big mole, with the big worm. But these are like individual, smaller, mean-looking Mongolian death worms, not the
Ah.
strangely cuddly and caring two-headed one that you seem to sweet talk into being a friend and ally, and I'm gonna regret that later down the line.
You are going to regret that. However, they're targeting just the worms or the moles too.
I once more remind you, the mole men are riding the Mongolian death worms
Ah, okay, okay.
like full-on cavalier towards their fiery demise in this ever-growing terrorist suppression operation.
Okay. I will let them get hit.
For some reason, I imagine Rowan standing in the middle with a musician's the conductor's wand, just
The
do
wand?
do 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 as the explosions are going off around her.
She'd be listening to like opera or something.
Spencer, you hear your current new friend Rowan getting lost in the eruption and starting to hum to themselves operatic symphony. I'm trying to recall which one was it that immediately opens up with the cannon fire.
That's one by Tchaikovsky, I know it is.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so she's currently dancing in the middle of a war zone.
Yes, she is dancing in the middle of a war zone, getting lost in her own memories for a few seconds. As
I see.
brimstones and mole parts start dropping down. An arm drops down close by after a nanosecond passes.
Okay, question, DM.
Yes,
Is it a mole arm?
yes, it's a mole arm.
That was the important part there, because if it was a human arm, I'd be like, man, these guys are horrible at their jobs.
What? No. Thankfully, most of the evacuees are currently being pulled to safety.
I gotcha. If that's the case, then I am going to very generously make it look like Rowan is dancing through the explosions, but in reality, I'm trying to save her from the explosions.
I'm not gonna ask for a strength check because I can see you lifting Rowan. I will ask for a I want to say presence, but not presence. Would we sleight of hand for this, considering how he's approaching it? making it look like she's just dancing out of the way of the bombs?
Yeah.
No, because sleight of hand is just your hands.
Hmm.
Maybe acrobatics?
Not entirely sure.
Let me check. There is no
What the heck?
performance-based check. I don't know.
You know, we will say for we'll call this base dex. Give me a dexterity check as you're like zipping back and forth.
It would be agility. Again, Dex's
Agility,
hands.
right? Damn it.
I'm
Agility. You
thinking
heard.
dexterity like D&D, but it's not.
Okay.
I have to get away from this. Agility, my good sir. Agility.
Okay. That is a 14. I'm not trying to make it look like super fancy or anything. If she's about to get fucking stoned by a bomb, I am moving her.
She should be marked with a green marker. They shouldn't be hitting her. She's just kind of whirling around and watching things happen and conducting the explosions.
True. So it does lower down the DC immensely. So as it looks like there's a bomb that's about to get a bit too close, Spencer, you do pull her away while she's dancing. It takes a couple of like short moments before the firing becomes less around you guys and more in the general center of town, growing closer towards the western side.
Okay.
As you're like dodging, where would you be dodging towards? Would you be dodging towards the church, towards one of the other sections you recall that may still have evacuees from your last recollection?
I'm going towards every place that has evacuees that I know still has evacuees, and if I hear evacuees, I'm going to them.
I think we did a pretty good job.
If I hear evacuees, I'm helping them.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're doing that. Then
All right, let me check the perception skills. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting check. No, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. Not again.
that'd be a Benny then.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
said.
that's a 19.
So as you are dancing, you do find yourself heading closer towards. What was I going to say? Start heading over closer towards the one of the other sites. This one happens to be only like 7 people at most inside of it. It happens to be like the rundown radio tower that was trying to send a signal out, but despite all their best workings, they did not get it up and running.
Okay.
As soon as they
So
see, go ahead.
this is the radio tower I'm in front of, right?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
You see a couple of the gentlemen in there looking around and trying to like flip a series of switch only for things to spark back at them before they turn around and see you dancing towards them. And behind you, a series of random explosions as each firebombing continues growing around them. Thankfully, thanks to Jace's efforts, they do immediately get targeted and changed to green safety targets due to the information relayed by Transient and Dahlia.
Okay. Okay. So Rowan's currently with me, right?
Yes, dancing like a mad woman to the symphony of war.
Okay. I will see if there are any evacuees inside of this building, as best I can tell. And pull Rowan in so she doesn't get hit.
As I said, there are 7 evacuees in here. One currently working on trying to operate the radio when they noticed you, and you managed to pull her inside. Uh, unless she's going to resist, in which case I will need contesting strength checks. And oh my goodness, if I don't squeeze this in at some point, it's gonna kill me. Do I really want to start with that one? Go ahead.
I think that not going to resist, but once inside, kind of blinks and regains their senses.
Once you're all right, so you found yourself inside the radio tower rundown as you look and see 7 unfamiliar faces alongside Spencer, who looks eager to start picking them up and making another dash towards the church for safety. You do hear the bombardment occurring outside, growing closer, but as you also look out the window, you do see on about maybe I want to say half a mile, maybe closer, the tops of a moving bus, and above, closer, staggering over the bus, a large wolf as they're making their way towards the church.
Okay. Look to Spencer. Do your thing. Get them out of here. I'll be fine. And I'll just start casually walking towards Wilda.
As she's casually walking towards Wilda as if in slow motion, there's just the image of Spencer, like everything slows down for half a moment as you just hear classical music playing in the background as he picks up one person, slowly walks them over, sets them down, picks up, goes back, picks up another person, slowly walks them over, puts them down. To everyone else, it's faster than they can see.
I hope you're
Thank
able to.
goodness you're here. We need
talk
to.
to
Why
them.
are we at the church already? What's up?
I hope he's able to extend his protections to them.
I'm doing it fast enough to where they're not going to throw up and die, but I am extending my protections as best I can. If that's possible.
I will only make you roll one stamina check for their sake.
Okay, stamina. Stamina. Oh, hold on. I'm not sure if stamina is a stat.
Wouldn't it be fortitude?
Yep.
Okay, fortitude, which is still just a 9. No matter how you roll it, it is a 9. That is a 22.
They good.
Yep, they are all good. As you start zipping them one by one over there within a blink of their eyes. They had attempted to start discussing their plans to escape, especially once the firebombing started. Now they're confused why they're already at the church and having to discuss, hopefully having a discussion with an old granny there.
Just as a bus pulls up with a dead girl in the front.
So as you like dash by, you do see in slow mo the bus pull up with Dahlia like grinning ear to ear, pulling everything in park and get ready to release these uh, a batch of evacuees
Actually, she's
alongside
gonna
a.
see if people can go on the bus so she can drive them out of town.
Oh goodness!
There's a huge gully around town.
Well, she can get to the edge, and hopefully Wilda can carry her over.
Or the Corps of Engineers may have arrived and erected a bridge.
Don't
As
worry, the Air Force delivered the bridge.
Well, that would still be Army. The Corps of Engineers would have been on the Chinook that had the bridge to assemble and extend.
as you look around, you do hear The sounds of heavy blades beating growing closer towards your guys' position as one of the Chinooks seems to coast overhead around the church and approach closer.
All right,
And
all right. Women and children first. Let's load up this bus and get the hell out of Dodge.
oh dearie, oh my, don't rush us, please. They do take their time getting off the bus, following your orders. Dahlia, as you do start having them hop off, you do see the one gentleman that looks that was familiar with you. One of the military gentlemen in camo.
The one that I lent my gun to?
Yes.
Coming back for? Yeah, she'll mosey out and sidle up to him and say, "Gun, please."
I should be thinking we have to use that on a couple of moments that try to burrow straight from underneath here. Someone burst through and stole a mud ball that we're holding up for research purposes. Next thing we know, a couple of moments with their worms started popping up. Gun proved helpful, keeping us alive. Thank you.
Yeah, well, don't thank me yet. We're all gonna have to cram onto that bus. It's the last one I got. We need to leave town. Bombs are dropping.
Well, good news for you. That someone has sent out an alert, and looks like the evacuee uh, rescue team is already about to be here. Have everyone stay close and just keep the church safe.
All right, in that case, no more driving duty for me.
Right.
Keep an eye on the outside. You got it from here?
As best we can. We'll start getting people boarded once that chopper lands. Now, curious, is that big dog with you?
Oh, she's a friend.
I'm not sure if they got you guys targeted as friendly, but you may want to get your friend to safety or somewhere not as eye catching.
I'm gonna start
Well, they haven't
moseying.
shot us yet, so I have a feeling that we've got an eye on the situation.
I'm gonna start moseying over towards my boyfriend.
As Dahlia, you look back and Wilda is already like making her way back towards the hospital.
Yeah, I bet that tail's going.
Yup.
Are you sure you should let her just go off by herself?
Oh, yeah, she knows what she's doing.
As we follow Wilda romping over a series of buildings and vehicles in order to make it back over to her boyfriend. At the hospital, Transient has been patiently waiting and can see Wilda approaching swiftly on the horizon. Wilda, as you are running over towards them, a couple of moment on worms do start popping out, trying to lunge at you.
Okay. What do I need to do?
First and foremost, I need you to verify if a 21, a 24, or a 17
I believe
hits
all
your
those hit.
parry.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm on that one.
All right, there you are. I believe they're using teamwork for this. with
No,
each-
all those hit. Teamwork. I don't have my
Mm,
boyfriend yet.
No,
Teamwork.
I'm saying they are using.
Oh, okay.
Teamwork only affects skill checks.
Yeah.
Okay. What was it I was thinking on?
You have to beat
Hold
a
on, team
15.
checks. Okay, it does apply to aid actions and team attacks.
All right, so they were attacking in tandem in order to do as much damage as they can. So this is going to be a one-time toughness check at a higher DC than previously. Go ahead and give me a
24.
toughness check. Huh. Oh, that makes it. Son of a bitch. This
I rolled good.
as they may have surprised you, your new fur and belt manages to bulwark the bites and claws that the three Cavalier Molemen attempt to hit you with. What do you do in turn?
Oh, well, I have move by action. So, I'm going to use Fearsome Presence.
I believe I need to make a will save for that.
Yes, but it's very low.
Via. Milo.
I think I forgot to put rings in it.
What's the DC?
11.
In before Nat 1.
So two seem to be spooked at realizing, oh crap, this is bigger than what we're expecting, and start turning their worms away to go towards the
Hold
fiery
on.
eruption.
Hold on. This is an actual ability. This is not my terrifying roar. Failed by 1 degree?
Yes, they two of them failed by 1 degree.
Okay, they are
The other one
impaired.
beats it by 1. Impaired?
Yep.
Okay, what
Alrighty.
is their impairment?
It,
An impaired character is at a minus
Is
2
it
special
just a
defense
general?
penalty on
Is it
checks.
just a general impairment, or is it specified to a specific thing?
it's just a general impairment.
It's just
Okay,
a
so it's gonna be
status.
for everything
Yeah.
on all checks.
Yeah.
They just get the impaired condition.
Well, impaired can be specified for very specific things they're impaired to, or it can be a general impairment for all checks. That's why I was making sure.
I just put impaired.
So yeah, that would include their active defenses, by the way.
Lovely, perfect. So two of them are impaired as they try to struggle their way away from the giant wolf, while one still seems to keep its composure and keep looking towards Wilda. Wilda, you are free to just to continue moving towards your boyfriend.
Yep, because I have moved by action.
All right.
Oh.
You do manage to escape, although one does seem to be picking up and keeping a bead on your trail, following you, while the other two go off towards the center of this town.
Okay.
As you finish your movement, you do arrive close to the hospital.
I don't make it there. And hold on. Where's my speed? I don't make it there in 120 feet around.
Oh, okay, so that's still another 3 rounds.
Okay.
Rowan, slightly exasperated as the person she was walking towards casually got further away.
Not. Yeah, no, because I said I was moseying.
Okay, so you're taking it at a slower pace despite being attacked. Rowan, as you are casually approaching the moseying hound that's bigger than most of the 2-story buildings around you, you do pick up on a couple of the mole men attacking her before they a couple of them seem to scurry off and start heading close towards your direction. They're
Oh,
about
you stupid idiots. Prepare ranged crossbow out of arm. AKA, my arm becomes a ranged crossbow.
oh, disgusting.
I don't know. That's kind of hot.
And you get a bolt, and you get a bolt, and you get a bolt.
Hey, yo,
That's a
girl, what that bolt do?
remember that multi-attack.
Just prioritizing closest targets first, and the ones who are assailing Wilda.
Two are running away. One is remaining close. If you had to choose, would you choose the one that's staying close to Willow or the ones that are running towards you?
Oh, I don't think they can hurt me. I'll take the one that's attacking Wilda.
All right, go ahead and give me a shot with it.
Okay, I have a +10 to my crossbow. So let me go ahead and do that. That one and 1d20 plus 10. That would be a 24 DM.
Beats their dodge. Let me roll a toughness against your damage rank.
I
Remind me
know
your
the
damage rank
damage.
again.
How do I know what that is? Is that
So
under?
looks like
Is it under ranks next to the +10?
For the damage rank of your crossbow,
Is it
it
the?
should be
Is
your.
it the ranks that's right next to the +10?
No. I
No,
don't
it'll be
think
the
so.
total.
The skills.
It'll be your DC for your ranged weapon.
all right.
That doesn't
Looking back
help
over
me.
your character.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Uh, so what damage is your fiberglass crossbow at?
It says okay. Ranged combat fiberglass crossbow +10 total. 4 ranks, 6 ability.
So it's a rank
So
4.
that's your attack. It's a rank.
It's a
A
plus
rank
10
4.
range.
So it's a damage rank 4. So that's a 19 DC.
Damage 5. DC
Damage
20, increased range, ranged.
There it is. So the DC 20 is you have 5 damage ranks. So it's 5 plus 15 for your DC. Their
Yeah,
toughness
but
has to be a DC 20.
do you need to roll to hit though?
I
Yep,
thought I
with
did.
a plus 10
No,
to
you did.
hit.
You did. Okay.
Yep, at rolling, the mole man has failed 2 degrees to the arrow piercing it in the side.
Ouch.
You managed to have it pinned up against one of the nearby buildings, as we'll call it, hindered.
Impaled against a wall. Yeah, I'd say you're hindered.
As you continue moving over towards Willow.
As far
Is
as
there
the
anything
two
else?
that are as far as the two that are coming towards me, I'm not sure if they feel fear, but my arms have now become very large scythes.
Uh, fair enough.
For some reason, I just had an image of Vegeta. Do mole men feel fear? Let's find out.
What is it, Milo?
As you stand before them, one does take on a more frightened look and tries to like veer around you, while the other one looks at you with a bit of a, all right, this could be a worthy fight. This could be a worthy death.
Oh, you're not getting around me. There's people back there.
It depends on where Spencer is at. Spencer, how are you flickering in between, dropping people off?
So my question is, are you asking where I am as I'm zooming around, dropping people off, or?
Yes, after you clear out the radio, where would your next point of interest be?
What other evacuee buildings are there left that I know of?
There was the hospital, but you've been seeing one of your friends clear it out. The hotel was already being taken care of by Dahlia. There was the radio station here. There was a church, and then you recall the supermarket not too far away from the edge that you were at. That's still a bit of distance away from the church itself.
Okay, so it's not too far away, right?
Yes, it's not too far away from your speed's perspective.
I'm going to check the hospital one more time because there may or may not be like a critical patient or something that is on like intensive care that was left behind. It's possible. I don't think it is, but it's possible.
Well, Spencer, as you zip over towards the hospital, you do see it having a much more vibrant roof, as it seems like someone has painted an entire red cross in white on white background over the top of the rubble. As
What's
you
that?
look around, you see Wolf Wilda approaching about 18 seconds away from your perspective. Along with that, you do notice that the lights seem to be turning on and being more active as several shutters are going down in order to anticipate the heavy bombardment. And then as you look, actually give me a perception check real quick.
Okay. Perception. Okay. Okay, perception check. Let's see here. That is a 7.
And you could have sworn you saw someone standing in one of the window areas.
I will go investigate.
Transit, as you're watching and waiting for Wilda to arrive, a sudden Spencer pops up, technically beside you, but hasn't registered that you're there as he's looking around trying to find a figure he swore he saw by the window.
Stunts, what are you doing here?
I was checking for survivors. I thought I saw somebody.
Yeah, this is a hospital. Everybody's here.
No, somebody by the window.
Hello?
Was that to me or?
Yes, that was to you.
Okay. Did you not hear what I said?
Yeah, he said hello.
He is
He's
the
been by the
figure in
window.
the window.
He's been the figure in the window this entire time.
No, I thought there was someone else outside the window, right, DM?
No, the perception check was to pick up on who was by the window, and you just missed it by 1 degree. So you swore you saw a figure by the window. That's why you jumped up there, and while you're standing next to Transient, there's a register to Spencer that's Transient right there because Transient's in the mask.
Yeah, it's fair. So the person in the window is probably transient.
Yeah.
Okay. Spencer's gonna sit there for a moment, then he puts it together and he's like, "Oh, so you were the person by the window."
What can I do for you?
I don't think much. I'm gonna check the other locations and then I'll bring the rest of them here, or where else should I take them?
Oh, well, this place isn't going to get shot up, so.
Okay. I'll bring anyone I find here. And he is because he's not carrying anybody anymore, he will go to there was a building next to the church. I don't remember the name of it though. DM.
Building next to the church.
You said it wasn't far away from my speed.
Oh, the supermarket. That would be more towards the edge of the town.
I will go towards the supermarket at super speed.
As you arrive over at the supermarket, you do see a series of people trying to pack a bunch of things into a giant semi that seems to barely be running.
Spencer's gonna think. Now, if I were someone who was smart, how would I organize this? It takes him. It really racks his brain for like a couple seconds before he goes, "Okay, everybody, there are bombs coming down. Grab what you need, get in the truck, and I'll take you to where you're going to be evacuated." Okay?
There's a couple of moments as in their panic they try to like understand what you're fully conveying. Go ahead and give me a persuasion attempt.
Come on,
Uh,
that's my worst stat. No, I'm kidding. It's not my worst. My worst is my insight and intimidation, and also my deception. Apparently,
but you cat person as mascot, brain.
Yeah, now that you mention it, mascots should be good at like cheering people on and persuading. You'll have
that's
to
a
get points in that
15.
next session or next level up.
15.
Ace thinks.
So as you make that proclamation in order to tell them your best motion, one looks over at you and in just seeing your like masculine posture despite your destroyed shirts now like the tatters being around your belly and your fierce look uh, coming off. The young lady that was helping move some stuff is enamored and goes, "You know what? Yes, that sounds great. We'll gladly accept your help." And looks over at the father who is tired, is annoyed, looks over at you and sees, is that a mutant cat boy help offering his freakish strength to help us get over? You know what? Sure. I'll accept it this time. I got something for Phobes. Like,
Spencer will help them pack up the semi truck, as well as if any bombs come near, he is going to basically take the hits, or at least try and like make sure no one gets hurt.
Right? It's not too hard for you to expedite this semi truck over towards the church. The only problems would be just the singular agility check uh, to not be hit, to not lose it from the constant shifting of the wind due to the concussive force of the rapid rockets hitting the earth, hitting the mole man in this tandem attack.
All right, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make a slight request as in about 15 minutes, because we get towards the end of session, I'm going to need you to start reading all the hashtags.
So while you're doing that, starting from hashtag there is no Power Goal Christmas special. Hashtag if you are having dreams or memories of a Christmas special, please report to your nearest CDC offices. Hashtag self buzz. Hashtag Spencer Christmas special deleted scenes known to cause dementia. Hashtag dangerous close assholes. Hashtag down with Siccubus. Cisbus? Down with Cisbus. Hashtag Ed loves memes from 2012. Hashtag Pyre Spencer for the grill of the bus. Prize Spencer for the grill of the bus. Hashtag why does this Confederacy of Independent Systems have buses in this township? Hashtag what can I say? Hashtag Dahlia's a rebel. Hashtag the same reason no fire alarms are in the power plants. Ouch. Hashtag now DC and Star Wars are canon. Hashtag this is getting out of hand. Hashtag there's now two of them. Hashtag everything is canon if it's in hashtags. Hashtag blow Stanley's head smooth.
R.I.P.
Oh, hashtag BBF stringent. Hashtag I'm gonna give Himmel the worms. Hashtag always the worm or deworm your pets. Hashtag we should put botfly larvae in his Wheaties. My goodness. Hashtag Himmel will become worm food. Hashtag Himmel is not into bondage. Hashtag you don't know that. Hashtag Himmel for guy is safe word. Hashtag hashtags. My poor lips. Hashtag this is why Ed gives up his victims. Hashtag can't stop, won't stop. Hashtag Himmel doesn't hashtag Himmel does not get to tap out. Hashtag DM forget safe word. Out. Hashtag banana. Hashtag we are sending Himmel to the fire safety dimension. Is this a fire safety dimension? Oh damn. Hashtag Fire Marshal Bill comes back into view. Hashtag military does not use safe words. Hashtag,
take
but
a moment
they
to get a drink.
respond. What's up?
I said, had to take a moment to get a drink.
Had to. Hashtag, but they respond well to tactical commands. Hashtag, not just the Navy.
You
That's
skipped
full of
one.
subs. What's up?
You skipped one.
Which one?
You went from Rowan's to Ed's. Transients in there.
The one that says hashtag there will only be Red Bull and explosions.
Yes.
No,
That
it's
was
just
right
lower on
after.
it's lower on the list for
That was,
everyone else but you.
that was just right after hashtag not just the Navy. That's full of subs.
We posted it at exactly the same time. Damn
Yep.
it.
Hashtag like and subscribe. Hashtag Air Force Hallucinators. Hashtag these hashtags cannot pass a Turing test. Hashtag North Bechtel test. North Bechtel test. Oh goodness. North Bechtel test. Excuse me. Hashtag cue the Chinooks for evacuation. Hashtag what do you see when I show you this ink blot? Hashtag why do you have a picture of my mom's boobs? Ouch. Hashtag I am not stuck in here with you moles. Hashtag you're stuck in here with transient. Hashtag mole stuck. Hashtag full of chaos. Hashtag why are you doing step mole? Hashtag I have not been without the powers of hashtag for too long. Hashtag the chaos overflowing. Hashtag what are you doing, stepworm? Hashtag the blood for the blood gods. Hashtag skull for the skull throats. Hashtag perhaps worm blood is good too. Hashtag teeth for the teeth. Oh my fuck. Hashtag cookies for Santa. Hashtag hands and eyes for Vecna. Hashtag bone for the bone fairy. Hashtag time to terrorize the puppies. Hashtag blow it to smithereens. Hashtag not the puppies. Hashtag puppies for the Pope. Hashtag rule Catholics with small dogs. Hashtag Undertale for the Pope. Hashtag have you been listening to Powerwolf? Hashtag Army of the Night. Hashtag big ass bird on the roof. Hashtag scared and wild. Hashtag the cover by Epicals by Epic is awesome. And it is. It fucking is. Hashtag Sheriff Force wants this mission done ASAP. Hashtag I am looking forward to Ace trying to read all of these later. How dare you? Hashtag a criminal is not without his Sheriff Force. Hashtag you cannot just build a bridge in combat. Hashtag fine, we will break the bridge ourselves. And yes, we will. Hashtag save the worms. Hashtag like bees, but with charismatic. But less charismatic. Hashtag might sweep to victory. Hashtag button mash hero. Hashtag I cannot play DDR, but you better believe I can play this QWERTY board like Dragon Force playing a guitar. Hashtag the fucking when things going too well and some shit finally goes down, proving you were right. Hashtag the fucking annihilation. Hashtag the fucking reckoning. Hashtag the fucking Raccoon City. Hashtag the fucking afterlife. Hashtag the fucking why there's so many damn Resident Evil movies. Hashtag it's almost like there's a ton of games to go with it. Hashtag if only the movies follow the games. Hashtag they might have been decent. Hashtag I know, right? Hashtag the fucking fires of Rowan. Hashtag the fucking Rowan's revenge. Hashtag Resident Rowan village. Hashtag the village. Hashtag the fucking the military industrial complex strikes back. Hashtag no one survives Resident Rowan. Hashtag Resident Rowan worm hazard. Hashtag would make a good game. Hashtag Medallia would totally fit in. Hashtag my mole sisters are smiling about me. Can you say the same? Fuck, I did another moment. Oh my god, I was not expecting that one.
The Skyrim
I was
moles is
not.
what got you.
My emotions. Oh fuck, I'm breaking over here. The fucking Revenge of the Darwin Awards. Mini Goulian Death Worms. The fucking Death to all betrayers. Let the moles die. Hashtag. Yes, I've not been saying hashtag. Forgive me. Hashtag Nero fiddled as Rome burned down. Hashtag Rowan conducts as moles detonate. Hashtag it's raining mole man. Hashtag this is why you don't fuck with Rowan. She's been waiting too long for this. Hashtag hallelujah. Hashtag moles do not qualify for human rights. Hashtag human rights are for humans. Hashtag Spencer usability. Hashtag what's happening? What happens when you slap someone at high frequency? Hashtag it hurts. Ouch. Hashtag Ace has so many things to read. Hashtag Bus Driver Dahlia. Hashtag Chaos is the ladder between Transient, Wilda, and Rowan. We have like hashtag so many ladders. Hashtag I like how the zombie is one of the most reasonable characters. Hashtag least chaotic award. Hashtag understatement. Hashtag he's losing his voice for sure. Fuck you. Hashtag make you look the hashtag the fucking hashtag during session. Hashtag are you please? Hashtag real face. Hashtag Robo for good measure. I'm going. Where is my fucking agility roll? Thank you.
Here comes Ace with the band hammer.
I'm gonna give you this, Spencer. Despite the amount of barrages hitting you with with a force of at least a Gale Force 1 win, you managed to keep the truck from tipping over in your grip as you're like holding it over you as you're speeding down over towards the church.
Oh goodness, this is hitting me stronger than it feels like God would if that amount of hashtags hit him all at once.
My fucking life. Hashtag DM is having a strong call about splits. Hashtag Mount Moldu. We flicker back over to Wilda, who, after the 18 seconds plus more of my hashtagging, manages to make it over to the hospital in time to see Transient wave towards her. Will that take you to approach the window?
Absolutely.
Transient, the familiar-looking giant dog that you know is your girlfriend walks over towards you and, recognizing your scent, stops close by your window. Your work having been done and given the hospital the best chance to not be caught in a fiery barrage of doom. What do you now?
Alright, looks like we're done here. We should
Raph!
probably get under cover.
I will bend down to try and get him on my back.
Yeah, he'll hop off from the second window and do so.
While Rowan is fighting Mole Men.
Tail wag. As I had to go
Hashtag
collect the rest of the group. So that way we can get out of Dodge.
By all
Before they
means,
start asking questions about our identities.
And
go
there's your
ahead and
scorches involved.
go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check as you start looking for your friends. You already recognize most of the scents after being in your wolf form for long enough that you can pick them up over the. What's up?
I have scent in normal form. I know what they all smell like. We've been living in this fucking Humvee for like a week now.
Rowan being without a scent.
Yeah, but the absence of a scent is still a scent.
Not really.
The
You
opposite of
probably
that
smell like
means-
Dahlia at this point.
21.
Hashtag account Uber murder is for Mole Rice. Hashtag not a bad guy. Hashtag it's rating Mole Man again in pieces. Hashtag Mole Man part 2, the Molening. Hashtag cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Hashtag at least no person has powers based on how many hashtags there are. Oh god, that was disgusting. Hashtag Spencer being fueled by attention on stream. Hashtag good dog scratches. Hashtag 100 likes for 1 hero point. Hashtag 1,000 likes for 1 nuclear strike. Hashtag 10,000 to give Rowan a sense of closure and belonging. Stop it. The 21 it allows you to find and pick up Dahlia first, or at least it lets you become aware that Dahlia is getting ready to head over towards the church.
She's probably starting to smell rotten again.
I mean, to be fair, I think Rowan is closer. She's fighting.
Oh yeah.
Literally just impaled a Mole Man against a wall to save Wilda from their attack.
Right, and you have been enjoying the slight, the slight chaos. Your wolf senses do pick up Rowan's position as the sound of like quick stomping as the crossbow bolts of glass are being shot out from Rowan's unique arms. As you veer around a corner and see her managing to prepare to take down one of the approaching molemen. Speaking of, go ahead and give me an attack, not attack roll, an attack roll to see if you can hit this moleman that is approaching you. Rowan?
Ah, yes. An attack to hit the Mole Man that decided that his life was just not worth it.
Hashtag, do we get a fuck mothering vampire in here? Hashtag 100,000 likes to allow him a one nut touch from Spencer. Hashtag bitch look cannon. Hashtag Alucard, is that you? Hashtag must be Schrodinger's power. Hashtag Rowan could fill that role nicely. Hashtag Jesus wants a hug. Hashtag father is watching. Hashtag that was a $2,000 plasma screen TV. Hashtag oops, sorry, that ain't been bad. Oops, sorry.
How's a 17 sound, DM?
that meets its DC as you do hit it. I now need
A
to roll.
monomolecular glass blade.
I need to roll a toughness check for this mole.
It's not nearly as good as you might think.
Oh, I'm aware. On a normal glass blade, of course it's not. But on a living glass blade that can repair itself when it uses its edge, it's quite good.
That is 2 degrees of failure. This mole is immediately impaled by your glass arrow, sending it far back and piercing it toward the random tree, not destroyed by the approaching cacophony of concussive force.
So that was the one that was trying to get around me. How about the one that thought it was a good idea to fight me?
That one is making a leap attack towards you in the air. As not Dahlia, as Willow watches it pop out from behind like a ceiling area.
Aw, he thinks he's people.
Does a 13 beat your parry?
Perry. Where's Perry? Perry the platypus? No, sorry. Where the hell is Perry? Oh, my parry is 4.
Oh.
No,
That's not a proper recall. You cannot use that.
Oh goodness, what am I being hit with? Hashtag forgive me, Father, I have sinned. Hashtag no amount of confession will undo this. Hashtag DM is regretting letting me make this channel. Hashtag hashtag the God of this world regrets everything. Hashtag maniacal laughter as Himmel. Hashtag the gods of this world you mean. Hashtag maybe in real life too. Hashtag nope, God of this world die DM. Hashtag I try. Hashtag spoil sport. Hashtag yes. I'm going to suffer so much out of all this.
Rowan won't even try to dodge. Just give the incoming mole man a nice big hug.
It terrifies me as once more, does a 13 beat your parry?
Yes, my parry is 4.
Plus 10.
Plus
Oh, plus
10,
10.
so no,
14.
14. It loses by 1 degree. As he goes to try to strike, you manage to catch him in your hug, catching him off guard. I believe I'm now going to make a toughness check against whatever dangers you decide to grow on yourself, huh?
Oh, no. Not growing anything. You've seen Overlord. You know what's about to happen.
Is this going to be the hug of doom? Hashtag I am now giving all my money to Spencer's Pizza Fund. Hashtag I am doing a great job as DM. Hashtag now you said it is law. Hashtag smiley face. Hashtag I love you. Hashtag I love everyone in this bar. Hashtag time to end this. Please. Please.
But yes,
Look away.
a nice crushing embrace.
Hashtag going in hell yet. Hashtag it feels like that. Oh wait, that was me. Hashtag I was talking to the moment. Go ahead
You
and
missed
give me.
mine.
Oh no. Fuck. Hashtag alt plus F4. Hashtag.
That's all.
Oh my goodness. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh
Speaking of
man.
killing
Oh
me, go
look.
ahead and give me.
This is why we
I mean,
get
I'm
nothing
already.
done during session.
Yeah, I'm already grappled, so I'm just gonna roll a toughness check against your base attack, which I believe is 15.
Sounds right.
It fails as it goes unconscious. as it becomes incapacitated under your grip as you strain it to nothingness.
Drop that on the floor and continue walking towards my friends.
Hashtag are those Terminator drops pods incoming? Hashtag for the Emperor. Roman, as you drop this mole man down, you look around from a nearby sound source and see a giant doggo walking towards you with a familiar-looking masked man.
Kind of give them a, hey, how you doing?
I get. Oh, yeah, I'm unmuted. I get down as close to the ground as I can, so that way Rowan can jump on.
Appreciate it. And I will now become a collar / mount harness contraption to hold everybody onto her as I just kind of basically meld into her fur.
We gonna go zoom real fast.
That's why I kind of figured. That's why I figured I would become a harness in which to make sure people don't fall off.
By we go zoom, I mean it's 8 miles an hour. We go zoom.
All right, go ahead and give me another investigation check to find out whether you're gonna find Dahlia or Spencer first.
Okay.
For democracy. Hashtag Rona Space King. Hashtag Helldivers the Hell Pods. Hashtag Helldivers Hell Dive. The Hell Drive ins and Hell Dives.
24.
Hashtag Gone to Smoke Too Much. Feels like that, and that does allow you to find Spencer first, despite the amount of diesel he is wielding. As you run up and pull up alongside Spencer, you do see him carrying for a couple of seconds. You see him carrying this large semi truck before he zips ahead of you and drops it off over at the church. And right as he zips off ahead of you, your Wilson just picks up Dahlia, who I believe is just outside of the front of the church itself.
Yep, keep an eye out for more moles.
I've been down for Dahlia.
Dahlia checks her battery real quick.
Batteries blinking at the last bar.
She said she's gonna tell you, get me outside of town fast, and then drop me off.
Tilt's head.
She climbs on and hangs on tight.
Then
Good
I go and
point.
pick up Spencer, and I'll pick him up gently by the scruff of his neck.
Go ahead. Spencer, you find yourself feeling something coming up towards the back of your neck.
But I am over at the other building, aren't I? The supermarket?
She can find you.
But
She's
it's in this
familiar.
town.
The way I was flavoring it with how fast you are compared to how fast she is barely able to keep up as she watches you zip off with the semi and drop it off over at the church.
Ooh. So I drop it off at the church, and I get picked up like
Like a kitten.
basically like a kitten, except if it were a larger cat, it would be kitten. Except now I am picked up like a baby dog.
Yes.
I'm being real gentle about it.
Well, you know I can handle some abuse.
I'm being real gentle about it. Also, you didn't
You
hear
do
Ace's whistle right there.
Oh, cool. Then I can say the following too.
Nobody vaccinated. We die like real men.
Spencer looks up at Dog Wilda and says the following, which I'm sure DM will hate. He's gonna go, "Oh wow, you're picking me up. Is this the first time you've been a dog?"
Shake my head. He goes a little bit wild.
He goes a little bit while he gets shook so hard. He's like, "Oh!"
So with Spencer in mouth, I take it this is the part where you imbalance for where Jace is and
Yep.
go around this now occupied and being restructured area.
Yep. We go find
Wait, where
Jace.
is Jace?
Jace had been over at the Humvee this whole time, watching the Chinooks and guiding the uh, targeting radials.
Making sure we didn't get blown to pieces.
Blown to smithereens. To kingdom come, if you will.
I have never been nerdier in more chairs.
Actually, there was that. No,
As you start like recoherencing yourself back to the physical world from staring at your like mental screen, Jace, you do see the big wolf that is Wilda reapproaching closer towards you, getting ready to hop over the large space.
you
Just as the
see
Chinook,
Spencer dangling from her mouth, and he's saying like, "Hi, Jace. We're here to rescue you. Please don't resist."
I don't need rescue. I'm fine.
Please don't resist.
I'm fine. You can just get back in the Humvee and we can go.
I don't
No,
know.
that's when she'd start putting down people. Spencer first, obviously.
Spencer gets put down, and like a child that has had their button re-pushed so that they're back in control, he starts immediately just like helping people into the car one by one.
And then Wilda tries to put her face in the car.
Oh no, Will, that you have to turn back to your normal self.
Spencer's the only one who can hear this or understand this. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's true.
how.
Oh, that is a good question. He's gonna look the transient, or rather, sorry, her boyfriend, and say, "Well, this says she doesn't know how to turn back. I hope you like a big dog as a wife."
We'll figure something out.
And yes, he said that right in front of Wilda.
Pause over nose.
Getting ear scritches.
What did I miss?
Oh, he likes you, Wilda.
I mentioned, I stuck my nose in the Humvee. Mentioned to Spencer I didn't know how to get out of wolf form. Got called a wife, and now I'm hiding my snoot as I get ear pets.
Spencer's gonna think really, really hard and be like, "Okay, now how did Wilda become a wolf?" DM, is there an answer that for? Is there an answer for that above board, DM?
Yeah. I gave her a mini slag manipulator, like a Power Rangers transformation device.
Oh, so we just need to take that off of her. Where is it?
Ain't that the $1 million question?
So I planned for this because we had this problem before the last time she transformed. And I took inspiration from Power Rangers on this. It is going to be extremely socially embarrassing, but she just has to do some poses to turn back.
Don't worry, Wilda. We won't look. Everyone else pulls out their phones.
So what are the poses
don't
for a
have
four-legged animal?
We don't have a camera on our phones, Spencer.
Yeah, but
Blackberry
that doesn't
does.
mean Jace. That doesn't mean Jace isn't a camera.
Jace is going to hand over a sheet of paper to Transient, and they are all basically the kind of shit Amatsuru did in the Okami games or whatever they were.
Alright, let's see here. Mission complete. As he's looking down the list of like 5 or 6 poses. No. Ah, there it is. Goes straight to the last one. Ah, you need to give us a big ol' howl.
Oh, that's.
As you finish up your howl, you like start shrinking down.
As soon
And
as
then
Wilda is back to normal size, my question for you, DM, is very simple: is she wearing clothing?
what?
Well, I mean, she was a wolf with 0 clothing on. Does she have clothing on?
For the sake of our sanity, because I really don't want to. Yeah, I really don't want to like vocalize that kind of imagery. Yes, her clothes do return back to being on her person.
I like to imagine it's like a reverse Sailor Moon transformation.
Now I'm just a normal, everyday girl with lots of anxiety and 2002 pressure.
Dahlia is going to anxiously nudge Jace and
Yes.
Transient. Can I get a recharge, please? It's pretty urgent. If not, I'm gonna need to go.
Okay, hang on. I brought spare batteries for this exact purpose.
I don't know why, but the funniest thing that came into my mind was, here's a recharge, then you need to try, turns the camera, pulls out a Monster Energy drink can. Monster Energy drink!
Can you hand me the device real quick?
Hey, Rowan?
Hmm?
I'm probably gonna be pretty hungry. Could you, like, hang on
Oh, yeah.
to me just in... Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and take it off. I haven't eaten since before the fight, and,
Jace will very quickly unclip the device and pull it away from Rowan, and then move back so Rowan can do restraints while he extracts
has-
it like he's removing a Titanfall power core and puts in the new battery.
Rowan will ensure that she is immobilized. You're
and so
essentially
Yeah.
wearing Rowan like a straight jacket.
hot.
Once I have extracted the old core and put the new core in, I will offer it to Rowan so Rowan can put it back on, and I will hand the depleted core to Transient because he can just replenish it.
Mm-hmm. And he'll go.
5
He'll go
minutes.
through the process.
I don't know why, but the funniest thing that I heard of right there was, wow, you two confused? Now you just look like a crazy person. That's awesome.
Dahlia already looks like a crazy person.
Should I? Obviously, this is for future reference. I don't want to go back to Pyrogol again right now because we're so close to going to Himmel's house and beating him up. But do you want me to like work in a morpher system for your back just in case you want to save battery and use your zombie powers?
Maybe. I really like being alive, but I do know I'm more invulnerable as a zombie. I don't want to make you guys put yourself in danger to protect me in this form.
Don't
Wait a
misunderstand. We're always in danger.
Hold on, Dahlia, you were a zombie?
Spencer.
Is somebody low on blood sugar?
No, all I had to eat today was absolutely nothing.
He's low on blood sugar.
Okay. Well, now that I'm all juiced up and not feral, maybe we could celebrate by getting like milkshakes or something.
Yeah, I know a milkshake place I own.
Oh wow! Does it have the super secret flavor that all the Krispy Kreme has?
Oh, I own the good one, A&W.
Oh wow! You own A&W root beer? That's why they always taste so good, and I feel like I'm being washed all the time.
Oh Lord. As you guys make your jokes about enjoying some AEW root beer being spied on by said
What's that
AEW
now?
ice cream company, one of the Chinooks that was bringing down the metal bridge fully lands, and then several people disembark. One of the enforcement uh, air troopers comes over towards where Rowan is and waves her over to be pulled aside. There's a short moment where there's a short discussion between them, and Rowan is sent back towards you guys. Rowan, this is where you can let them know about the arranged bride.
Hey guys, got us a ride that'll take us part way.
Now, Mr. Darren, I'm not sure if you've ever done this before, but can you just pull directly into the back of that Chinook?
Yep, that's the plan.
But
Well, this will be the first step. Go ahead.
you see, Spencer, like, but I can fly too, and a lot faster.
Yes, but there's food on the Chinook.
Spencer, you turn to say that to Spencer. You turn back to say something else. There's a rush of wind. He's gone inside of the Chinook.
And he has several crates of MREs. They are super calorie dense. He'll be busy for a while. They don't taste
Oh
the
no!
most amazing, but they are plenty good on calories.
I'm gonna DM you something, Rowan, that you might have not put together yet.
I need to get to bed soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys start boarding into the Chinook and the Humvee gets fully in, we'll cut it there as you guys start lifting off into the air and start making your way over closer towards Hell, Michigan. The distance is only gonna be about like 30, maybe about 30 minutes at most for the travel. As you guys find it, yes? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, do we need to re-drug Tom Riddle?
Maybe Tom Riddle has not come out as super just yet, for sake of story.
I'm gonna look at Dahlia's dad and be like, Mr. Blake, do you have any like super knockout serum that you can hand him?
Yeah, I got a super knockout serum that I can hand them. Just 1 second. By the way, Spencer, look out that window.
What? Oh wow! Is there a squirrel out there? I hear him getting hit in the head.
I was about
Just
to
the
say this
sound
on
of
the last.
a large metal frying pan cracking against his skull.
Turn back
You
and
know, there's easier ways to do that.
But not as fun.
Yes, but
well,
the brain damage might accumulate.
brain is
We
having
got magic for that.
feel like I just knocked a metal plate back into place. You'll be fine. Ow.
I mean, I
Guys,
can always
look.
fix it.
That's true.
On that note, good night, guys.
Good
Have a nice
night.
Right.
Good night. And we will come back to
Well,
you to join you guys in about 2 weeks from now. Thank you for joining us as we start off the new year with a bit of a
Oh no.
slow step away from Joliet Town as we continue our trek towards hell. This time via the sky. Good night, y'all.
good
Good night, everybody.
Bye.